Okay, what we're looking at here is a bar of tablature. Tablature is a way of showing you what notes to play on the guitar and other stringed instruments, and is much easier to follow than standard notation, especially for beginners. You can see that there are 6 lines drawn horizontally across the page. From top to bottom, these are labelled E, B, G, D, A and E. These are the strings of your guitar. Notice that this E string is labelled with a lowercase e, although if you have an older version of this piece, which is Silent Night, you might see a capital letter E here. Notice that the lowest string is drawn in thick ink to show you that this is the thickest string of your guitar, the lowest pitched E string. Okay, so what do you actually play? Well, looking from left to right, we can see that the B string has a large number 3 drawn on it with a small number 2 to the right of it. This is telling you to place your second finger of your left hand behind the 3rd fret of the B string and play the B string with your right hand. As you continue to look from left to right, you will see a 0 on the E string. This is instructing you to play the E string open. Although this is a 0, I often think of it as the letter O for open. Finally, you can see that the last note of this bar is the same as the first. By the way, the smaller numbers showing the left hand fingering are not standard. I've added them to give you more information. Also not standard is the counting on top of the bar, which I usually place in inverted commas, like this. The first note is played on the first beat of the bar. The second note, open E, comes halfway between beats 2 and 3 on this AND count, and the final note comes on the 3rd beat of the bar on the count of 3. You then move to the right and play the second bar. Let's just open this up and show you that a little bit more. There we are, here's the second bar. This is very easy as there is only one note in this bar, an open B string which comes on the first beat. Let's hear what these 2 bars of music sound like on the guitar. I'll count you in with a 3. 1, 2, 3. And with the counting, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep moving from left to right until you've played all the notes in this bank of tablature, or tab for short. Then move down to the next bank of tablature and play all the notes here from left to right. Keep going in this fashion until you've reached the bottom of the page. Tablature does not give you anywhere near as much information as a piece of standard notation, but it does give you a pretty good idea of the notes and the rhythm, and of course if you know the tune to start with, it's a really easy way to learn it. I hope this helps.